Alright, so after all the stuff that's happened, took a little break from, the main story. Character had to go do some other stuff. He comes back and my trainer of the guild, he's like, hey, I got another test for you. This is a legit test. It's not one of those field tests. But then this guy shows up again. And he's like basically like saying his piece. He's like, hey, you did a great job out there and all this other stuff. But he still doesn't believe that this is the right place for my character. He believes that my character should go with him and train like at a different guild, or either maybe just do their own thing, because guilds aren't really worth their time. That's what he believes. He believes that you don't have to be in a guild to actually like succeed. You don't need teammates. And the instructor's like still trying to preach to him. He's like pulling the Charles Xavier, like, this school is for people with talent just like you. You have talent, but you want to waste it. And this guy right here, he's young and he's not wanting to listen because nobody can tell him anything. He says, hey, I got the skills, I've been proving myself so far. Who are you to say that I can't do whatever? Instructor's pretty wise though. He got a lot of experience, and that's why he is the instructor. But they're basically just going back and forth between each other. And this guy, he's bound and determined to get my character to go to his side, like any means needed. So the instructor is basically gonna send me on another mission with this guy. I talked to him. I headed out to the meeting place that I'm supposed to be meeting this guy at. And when we meet up, well, as you'll see, there's gonna be like some danger that might be a little too much for us. Alright, so these big old bones, these tusks, and then he walks up, he's like, hey, you made it. I guess he didn't think I was gonna show up, but I did, and so did they. It's a whole bunch of them, man. Look at these guys. Look at the king one right there. That guy is huge. But they ain't gonna stop us. Not gonna stop us at all. Alright, so commence the battle. We'll see who wins. Alright, so basically, same old. Try to take out the small ones first, then focus on the big ones. Although, I don't think he got the memo, because he's taking on the big dog first. I guess he's like, hey, you take care of the lightweight, I'll get this guy over here. So, I do just that. I take these guys out. It's not too big of a deal, I try to that right there can keep my evasion up so they can't hit me. And then I also have my ability to, it's not really gonna give me that much hit points back, but there's an ability called Life Surge that I use that, and my strike, however hard it hits, it does a certain percentage and it gives me a certain percentage back in hit points. I also have my stuns that I use every now and then. Sometimes I just use a stun if I see like a cone attack or a square attack, any kind of red ground attack. If I see that coming at me, I'll try to stun them and get them to stop. Most of the time it actually works. 80% of the time I can actually hit it and it'll stop the enemy. And it's not like a really strong stun where it's just gonna make them stand there for like a long period of time. It's just a stun that kind of breaks them out of their animation of what they was doing before. And it's really good. It even works on bosses. So I mean, it's not that great of a stun, but it does what it needs to do. Now we're basically gonna focus on this guy, and you saw he healed me, but that's really not enough. So I do have a life drain ability that I got from Marauder when I was leveling up the Marauder, and it allows me to within 15 or 20 seconds I can get a certain amount of hit points back depending on how hard I hit. So we're gonna take out these ads. Of all the ads to call, how is this thing calling out fire elementals? I don't know. But yeah, we're basically taking him out. And he's healing me over there, so his heal isn't really doing crap for me. Oh, he called out water elementals too. Yeah. This guy's like king of the jungle, so he has all the elements and the other warthogs fighting for him. That's still ain't enough to stop us though. Alright, so he goes in for the kill. but he's doing all this stuff to him, and this thing's just looking at him like, is that it? Oh, damn. Yeah, he just got bodied, pretty much. And now this hog is about to go over there and just have his way with him until my character jumps in the way, which is right about now. That's right. Even though this guy's a jerk, can't let him get eaten up by this big old hog. And now the hog's kind of debating, is it worth killing this guy? Is he really that hungry? And look who it is. Look who shows up. The instructor. Yeah, the teacher came to save the day. I mean, you gotta have respect for a man who could turn the hog away like that. You know, he didn't even have to put up a fight. He didn't have to like break out his weapons or anything. And that just goes to show that he's the better, like, you know, the better man right now, because we fought that thing and we didn't barely even put a dent in that thing. But this guy shows up and all he has to do is says, hey, these guys aren't worth your time. And that guy just walks away. Also, this right here, this intimidation. Look at that look on his face. He is scared shitless, yo. Now you know this instructor's badass. Anybody who don't want to be in his school is a fool. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of that. He walks off like the spoiled brat he is. But as always, I ain't gonna say he's a villain, but he will show up again. Yeah, but next time.